Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
It's our second day in Malta. It's a Sunday, and yesterday we went to St. Julian's, which is here like the dedicated party area, and it was super crowded. There were a lot of parties going on, and it was very funny to see because Valletta is a very old town and very historically, and St. Julian's is a very modern part of Malta.
Yeah, even the constructions there are things that I haven't seen in many places that we have traveled to, and it's super different from Valletta. If you like party, go there.
Yeah, so we planned to go to the sea today, but the weather is a bit cloudy, so let's see. We try to go to the sea, and but maybe we have to do something else instead.
We are now in Marsaxlokk. I hope I'm pronouncing correctly. We took a bus from Valletta that took us more or less 30 minutes. This is in the south of the island, and we are curious to know what we'll see here.
So you see a lot of boats. I think it's from fishermen.
Yeah, we have heard that here we can have very good seafood. As you can see, it's a little bit less touristy, although it's busy.
So I think a lot of restaurants with fresh seafood. So we're now in the harbor of Marsaxlokk. I think this is here something like a central square. Here we have a church. I think in every village in Malta there's a church in the center of the city. And when we turn around, we see there a lot of small boats for the fishermen. If you look on that side, we see a small market that we just crossed, and there are a lot of restaurants with fresh seafood, but it's super crowded. It's Sunday afternoon, and as you can see, it's a bit cloudy. So most of the people thought maybe today we won't go to the beach. We go to Marsaxlokk and have a nice lunch, just like us. And this is how it looks like here. Very interesting. Marsaxlokk, we now took a bus to St. Thomas Bay. It took around 10 to 12 minutes, and I'll show you a little bit what the beach here looks like. I think the water is very clear. There are not so many people around. It's a bay, and it's super nice. You can swim, you can rest a bit. It's a small restaurant if you're hungry. This is St. Thomas Bay. So we're still in St. Thomas Bay. We walked a bit further, and You can see how this bay looks like, so it's super big. And today it's a bit windy and 25 degrees, so it's a very, very nice day. And if you ask yourself, how do we go from A to B here on that island, Betty can explain a bit.
Yeah, so we're staying here for in total 8 or 9 days, and we bought a card that is unlimited travel for 7 days, and it starts counting from the first time you validate the card in the bus, and you can take every public transportation across the whole island. And it's pretty cool if you think that one bus ticket costs around €3, then just in a few trips you already pay this out. And it's quite practical because now we don't need to worry so much if you are taking a bus or if you're walking. We can just jump into the bus and we have the card already.
Yes, because before we were on Marsaxlokk, and it's a tiny village, I would say, and so we just hopped on the bus and went here to St. Thomas Bay. And look at it, look at this nice view.
And one thing about Marsaxlokk, I don't know, everyone has their personal opinions and experiences. At least for us, it was not really special because we were told that there was a street market, but actually what we saw were a bunch of restaurants with tables outside. So I would say if you're not interested in making a boat tour, because from there you can have many. If you don't want to make a boat tour, then I don't know if it's worth to visit, in my opinion.
We are now in a restaurant in Valletta, and I have ordered a local dish, which is the rabbit stew on mashed potatoes. And what did you order?
I have ordered some pasta with king prawns because I'm a big fan of seafood and I don't lose any opportunity to have it. And we also ordered a white wine to accompany, so let's see how it tastes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So this is the rest, and I'm very curious how it will taste like. We had dinner now, it's becoming dark as you can see, and now here's my review about the rabbit. And I think it was very tasty, but the portion was way too big. I don't know, there were 3 pieces of rabbit and a lot of mashed potatoes and so on. And yeah, in general it reminded me of chicken maybe a bit. And I really liked it, but I don't know if I would eat it again, especially when it's that hot. What do you think about your food?
Well, for me the pasta was really good. So they had 2 options, to have the pasta with prawns as a starter and as a main course. I took it as a starter because I was not super hungry, and I think it was more than enough because the portion was already big. The woman from the table next to us had a normal portion for pasta and it was huge, so I'm glad I had the starter one, and it was good. I really liked it.
Yes, we're definitely full, and now we see what we can do during the evening in Valletta. since the weather today is very cloudy and the weather forecast said it could rain today, we decided to take one of these hop-on, hop-off buses here in Malta. We are located in Sliema, and at the harbor you can book one of these buses for 25 euros per day. So we thought maybe we could do that. If it rains, we are at least in a bus. And yes, our next stop will be Mdina or Rabat. And we're very curious how it will look like.
Yeah, we haven't reserved a car here, so we are trying alternative ways of transportation. We tried to go by bus, normal buses, but we saw that the time would be very long, and then we saw this, that maybe we can have opportunity to see also other places. So let's see.
Yes, and if you could see the traffic here in Malta, you would also maybe better take alternative transportation ways than the car, because the traffic here is really enormous.
Yeah, I think we don't regret not having a car, because when we see the amount of cars and maybe the difficulty we would have to find parking places, so I think it's one less stress. And somehow we can see other areas from the island.
Just arrived in Mdina. It's also called the Silent City, and as you can see in our umbrella, it's raining at the moment, so we need to take care a bit that we will not get completely wet. But I think it's still a very nice city, and from here you have a very nice view of the island.
Mdina was the first capital of Malta, because when the founders first arrived here, they wanted a place that is far enough from the coast in case they were attacked, and that you can also have a panoramic view for the same reason. So when you are here and you walk around and you see it in the map, you see that they really got what they wanted. But later on, Malta was occupied for different people, And at some point when the Knights came to the island, they changed the capital to Valletta because they thought it was better to have a capital closer to the ocean.
So it started now to rain very heavily, so we rescued ourselves in this restaurant here. I don't know, how is it called? Do you remember?
I don't remember. We were just trying to find a safe place and we entered the first place we saw. Maybe we can put the name of the restaurant on the video, but so far it has been an interesting adventure.
Yeah, let's have a look outside. So it's raining very heavily and maybe you can also hear it. Very interesting. So we just went here on the only day in the month where it rains, but I think we will make the best out of it.